Hello, you're welcome to Maximilian Space. Today we are going to be talking about the best place to get your snails for rearing. Yes, when you want to start rearing snails, you can get your snails through many ways: in the forest, from snail farms. But I think there's a best place rather to get your snails for your snails farm. Before we continue, please, if this is your first time coming across my video, do well to subscribe and join this beautiful family where we talk about snails, snail rearing, consumption of snails, and so on. So let's continue. I think that when you want to start rearing snails, the best place to get your snails from is from the forest. Snails from the forest. That's snails that have been living naturally. Yes, because many people have been contacting me that Maximilian, please, we need your snails are growing well. We need snails from your farm to start a snail farm or to rear. It's true that most of the people who contacting me they're far away. Like most of them are from Nigeria, and it's difficult because of the distance. But I would advise that if you can get snails from people who got it from the forest directly, is better than getting snails from another farm. This is why snails that have been living naturally are more healthier. Yes, they are healthier than those from snail farms. I'm not saying snails from snail farms are not healthier, but you don't know the kind of food or the kind of feed that they have been feeding the snails that that the snail farmers have been feeding the snails. Yes, and plus if you go to the market to buy snails, because those who sell snails is not only the people who get snails from forest that sell in the market. When you go to the market to buy snail, there are people who get snails from the forest. There are also people there are also snails from snail farms. Yes, so if you want to get your snails to start rearing, please make sure that it's snail from the forest. Yes, it is better. I'm not saying you cannot rear snails from snail farms, but I'm just saying it's better, it's advisable to start rearing snails. Because take for example, I've never gotten snails from any snail farm. When I started rearing snails, I already said is the snail that I see around me from the bushes I pick, and they are just fine. And this another reason is because I was feeding them mostly with organic food, leaves, vegetables, fruits. Yes, so snails that live naturally are healthier than snails that are fed more with formulated feed. Yes, so the best way to get your snails, the best way, I'm not saying the only way, the best way to get your snails, or the best place to get your snails, or the best snails to rear are snails from the forest, because they are healthier, they have been living naturally. Take for example, even us humans. If you're living naturally, maybe you're consuming veggies, fruits, and so on, tubers. You live more healthy. You are more healthier than when you consume processed food. So that's the same with snails. Those snails that are fed mostly with formulated feed, they are good, they are healthy. But now to change their environment, because they're already used to the food that they eat, they're already used to the environment. Now removing them from that environment, and maybe you might change the food that they eat, it is going to it's going to disturb, it's going to be difficult to manage the snails, because maybe they are changing environment, they are changing their type of food too. That's why maybe you can find your snails taking 8 months, 1 year, you don't have eggs and maybe hatchlings. Yes, so that is what that is a small advice I want to give. I don't know, maybe it's false, but that's what I've realized. Yes, because you cannot say that your snail stay for 8 months or 1 year without giving eggs. I know that snail have a period in their life that they don't produce, or they don't produce much, especially during the dry season. They like to hibernate or go into estivation. But during the rainy season, snails produce a lot. Like, it's every day that I remove eggs from my snail pen during the rainy season. So if your snails are not, if your snails are not giving eggs, like your snail stay like from 8 months or 1 year without giving eggs, I think there's a problem. Maybe you can try what I just said. Try to get snails from the forest, or try to buy snails from those people who get from the forest, who get them from the forest. Yes. So that is all for today. I hope you like this video. If you do, please don't forget to press the like button and comment and share. Thank you for those who are sharing, and subscribe if you have not. Thank you. Bye bye.